Check this out. GLA $$ E-Shot. That's right. Big Glasses Malone, not the little one. Big Glasses Low. Check out the No Ceilings podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, iHeart Podcasts, anywhere you get your podcast from. Or check out my stream, The Lunch Hour, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, noon Pacific time. No Ceilings by Glasses Malone YouTube page. Tap in, homeboy. It's going down.
I'm Nick Young, Swaggy P, and you watching TFU Podcast. Let's go.
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks, America's #1 pick app.
America #1, baby!
Download the Prize Pick app, use promo code TFU.
TFU is in the game!
And play your first $5 lineup. And if you win, you'll get $150 in lineups.
Did you just say $150 in lineups?
I did. And this is the easiest way to make every game even more exciting.
I'm excited right now!
I can tell. Just pick more or less on a few players' stats and lock in your lineup.
Oh, I'm locked in!
Football season is here.
Say, hut, hut!
And there's no better way to put your sports knowledge to the test.
Say, hut!
Download the Prize Pick app today. Use promo code TFU. Play your first $5 lineup. And if you win, you'll get $150 in lineups.
Woo!
Do it today.
Welcome into another episode of TFU Podcast.
Let's go.
On today's episode, we got a very special guest.
Talk about it.
We got a West Coast legend, rapper, hip-hop historian, a true OG in the game. Glasses Malone's in the house.
Woo, man.
Been a while, right? We tried to do this shit for months. I feel like shit, though, because I'm not like a late person, nor am I usually like, oh, I'm going to push you off.
Right.
But like, I ain't gonna lie, that shit, the TV shit, it was just a lot.
You busy.
Is that what it is? I should never felt.
You busy now. Everybody want a piece of you. That's what it get like sometimes.
Nah, man, that show, bro, it consumed me because it becomes your everything. Like, and it's such a representation of all the people I knew growing up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And protecting that, and then actually allowing like my intellect to help shape a story. Like it's consuming, and
right.
I wasn't even on it every day, but even the days I wasn't on there, like I'd be working on music, but I'd be like, damn, let me go over the script.
Right.
All right, spell me. Look, this right here, you know, it was. I'm grateful for real.
Nah, that's dope. I don't even know if you could share that part.
Yeah,
okay, maybe you could tell them what show it is.
So the drop coming out September 8th, right? I consulted and I wrote on the show, and I actually end up having like an acting role in 2 episodes too. It's funny.
No, that's dope. Because that's the first thing I was going to ask you. Did they give you a spot on the show? Because you could keep it 1,000 for them.
Yeah, but I really didn't want to do that. Like,
Oh.
no lie. Rest in peace to John Singleton. Shout out to Aaron Magruder. Like, they both respectively wrote parts for me in different things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Aaron wrote a dope part for me in Black Jesus.
Okay.
With Slink. And I remember not going because I was just worried about, like, I didn't know how to act. I used to tell John, like, I don't know how to act, bro. Like, they be like, just be yourself. I'm like, that ain't what Denzel doing. There's some other shit happening. And, you know what I mean? That ain't Sam. Like, I don't think they just doing that. So, and then coming into the business, you know, everybody know I was with Black Wall Street. So I remember Game did the movie with Tyrese and Megan Good, and he was big. And I remember just being so like, oh, hell no, I never do this shit. Because, you know, you don't want to be up there looking crazy.
Right.
So, but being in the writer's room, you know, really great team. Shout out to Mike and Spellman and Emil and Ayla and every great person in that room, man. Like, I learned so much about acting from the writer's room and from, you know, Isaiah, Gail, Michael T.
Right.
Like, watching
Michael
them.
T was in it.
Michael T's there. Yeah,
Oh,
Michael
that's
T
dope.
is in it. Yeah, it's dope. Michael T is a grandfather.
Yeah.
You know, he's great. You know, my scene, my first acting scene ever is with Michael T.
That's dope.
So, listening to him say things that I kind of wrote and then, but I got a lot of really good advice from, Peyton. Peyton's in it. What's the young boy? Ashanti Black from Maryland, Peyton from Texas. Obviously, Gail and Isaiah from Atlanta. But just watching them work as pros, Michael T, all of them as pros was something to see because they just like pros. They like pros. Even the younger ones are pros. So I was able to make sense out of it. And they actually had to twist my arm to get me to do it. Because I was like, no in the room. I was like, hell no. And shout out to the homie Jim Bob, Jimmy Chris. He was like, yes, Glass is going to do it. Yes, Glass. I'm like, you know what? I kind of heard it. You know what? I tried. I ain't got to say much.
Right.
And I remember just being on the scene. I was hella sheet up, and they shooting in the VNGs. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, bro, y'all got me out here looking crazy. These niggas right this motherfucker. But they end up being great like always. And I remember not being nervous. It's 150 people production and just feeling at home in the character.
There you go.
Yeah. My character named Voltron, dedicated to one of my older homies. Rest in peace, my homie Steve.
That's
my
what's
G
up.
homie.
So is the show a prequel to Snowfall?
No, so it's a spinoff. So it's like when the dealers take their money and try to get into the music business.
Okay.
So kind of the true history of like what happened in West Coast hip hop, and just a little twist. Spellman did a really good job. They did a great job.
So they brought you in as a consultant. How much did you have to fix in the writers' room? Like, oh wait, this is not how they do it in the West Coast.
It wasn't so much that because Spellman is from the Bay. So it ain't that far. They act like it's that far. It ain't that damn far.
Right.
So it was just small things. It was a ton of tedious small things.
I think it's dope that films are trying to become more authentic.
Yeah.
I think that's part of this dope. And especially that opens the door for people like yourself to come in and be like, nah, they wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
They would do this for sure, but not that over there. And it makes it more believable.
Yeah. It's crazy when you be watching this shit because you watch all of these, Godfather and Italian films, and you could tell they plugged in with these people.
Right.
You know what I mean? But for years, it was only our guys telling our stories anyway for a long time. It was only John. It was only, what's the brothers that did Menace to Society? Shout out to them brothers.
I don't know who did Menace to Society.
It was two brothers. It's the brothers. It's the brothers that Pac.
Yeah.
He gonna
Yeah,
find
it's the
out.
guy that Pac hit him in the...
It was two of them.
Okay. That's the one that Pac. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had the little issue. But they end up doing, my favorite movie from them is Book of Eli.
Okay.
But those
That's
brothers.
Denzel, right?
Yeah.
The Hughes brothers.
The Hughes brothers.
Okay, yeah.
So shout out to the Hughes brothers. But like, it was only those guys telling our stories, guys that were more familiar. And now you got guys kind of outside, like, oh, I kind of want to journey in to this. Like, I'm hoping, I don't know what Scorsese had in his life, but I'm hoping he wants to make a movie about how we live.
Gotcha.
So I'm looking to get the outsiders now to try to get in to see what they can do.
I think what people are starting to find out is, the hood got stories. And black people got stories. They got authentic stories that can make billions of dollars out there. So I think it's becoming more and more, I think people are becoming more and more aware of that.
Yeah. I'm huge fan of James Samuel, Harder They Fall, and the book of Clarence.
Look, I think I heard of that one. I'm not sure though. He gonna look it up.
Samuel, he's fire.
Okay.
Super fire dude. I'm really proud of a lot of the brothers coming up. Shout out to all the predecessors spiking them. But man, there's so much room in black people's experience in America to tell these stories. There's so many stories ain't told, man. I'm super pumped up about what's about to happen.
So you about to write a movie then? That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah, I ain't finna start. I got a lot of shit to do. A lot of stories to tell. I got so many people's stories to tell. It's just everything to me.
Nah, that's dope. Well, shoot, you did have a beginning, so I figured we might as well start there a little bit. So, man, where you from?
I'm from Watts, on the 17th Street.
117th Street. Yeah. That's what's up. Shoot, and how'd you get into the rap game?
My kid brother, doing time in YA, comes home from jail. My mom putting a lot of pressure on me to try to keep his head together. So to kind of dedicate more time to being involved in the things he wanted to do. And he wanted to make rap music. That was his thing. He was like, man, I want to be a rapper. He's like, we could be rappers. And I'm like, how the hell we gonna be rappers? We grown. Like, how are we gonna just start rapping? He was
Right.
like, man, we could do it. And I think he was telling me this because I had street money at the time. He wanted me to pay for the studio time. That's what I thought. And we got with my older brother Pooh, and we found, I don't even remember how we got our first beats. And we wrote the songs, and we went to a studio in, I think it was in Lime Hood, Piru neighborhood in Compton, and we recorded the songs. And it was like 3 or 4 songs. One song was Gangsta Shit, and BG Niggas Make the World Go Round. I remember a couple songs, and we pressed the songs up and started circulating them around the neighborhood and the community. And it was like a couple songs started being something. You know, certain homies from Mona Park, certain homies from PJ Crip, certain homies from different gangs was playing the songs. And it was like, damn, this is cool. And I kind of fell in love with the therapeutic element of writing.
Mm-hmm.
That was always something I was into anyway before I was writing raps. And it was like, it lifted a burden off my shoulder just writing. So when he kind of slowed down and got back in trouble, I kept writing. And then me and my partners, D, Moses, my older brother, we got some equipment, and I started recording myself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I got into making rap songs.
No, I love it. And then you came up with your name. Was that your first rap name?
My name is Glasses Loke from 7th Street Crip. So that's like, I didn't come up with, I would have came up with a way better rap name. I could have came up with some, I could have been an Ice.
Okay.
I could have been Ice G or, some shit like these niggas came up with a dope name. But, man, I had put in so much work in the streets as far as like building a solid reputation, standing up for myself, making some money. I did not want to jump ship on Glasses. It was like, nah, I'm Glasses. And my older homie said Glasses Malone. He was like, yeah, I like that. And so my older homie Pluck came up with that name at that time.
How did you get the name Glasses?
Man, you want to hear the rapper version or the real version? The real version.
The real version.
I can't see. Yeah. Straight up. No, my vision is fucked up. I got like how how niggas come up with acronyms for that.
Right.
I'm definitely helping niggas see everything at this point. But yeah, my name been Glasses because I can't see. Like my vision is really fucked up.
That's crazy. That's funny.
And they gave it to you, or you gave it to yourself?
Nah, in the hood, man, they gonna make fun of you.
Yeah.
Whatever your shit is, if you too tall, they go, or short, they would call you shorty. So, nah, it was something that was given to me. Pluck gave me that name, and you fight enough niggas and you make some money, you shoot some guns, you go to jail and don't tell it. Like, okay, Glasses. That nigga Glasses Low from 7th Street.
Mm. Yeah, I love the fact that you got a lot of pride where you from.
Yeah.
You saying, so what set you from?
I'm from 7th Street, Watch Crip, 117th Street, Watch Crip.
You was born into it?
All day.
Born into family?
I mean, my dad moved to Watts. My mom stayed in Compton in the farms, in the original farms. So, like, people from Compton, I went to Walton and Kennedy. That's my family. But when my dad moved to Watts when I was like 5 or 6, every weekend, Thursday to Monday, you just be there. And it just be the people you know your whole life. That's all, simple as that. And when I look at the community, I don't really worry about the street. It's just the people. So when I say 7th Street Watch Crip, I'm not talking about some gang or some bandana. I'm talking about, the people that helped me change my life, helped raise me, helped me. When I was fucking up in the streets, showed me like, this is the best way. Here's your best chance to stay alive if you're going to do this. And I think that's what being a gang member is about, is representing those people. So it's all about the Moons, the Tones, the Plucks, Shadies, you know what I mean, Boo, man, just older homies who really poured into me, you know what I mean, and tried their best to give me information to keep me safe if this was the life I was going to live. And good advice on being a man.
Yeah, I heard you mention that in one of your interviews, that being in the gang teaches you how to become a man.
Yeah.
And teaches you how to move around and what's a good way to move around, what's a bad way to move around.
Yeah. So I'm starting to realize there's two kind of get in gangs.
Okay.
So there's the gang member that you grew up with your friends and your homies, and that is the fueling source of why you want to protect, why you want to stand up, why you starve and you come up together. It's different. These is people you knew your whole life. You know them when they doing good. Like my homeboy Lil J or my homeboy Moto. You just know them your whole life. You want to make them proud. You want, it's this special thing. It's a relationship. And then there's the person who kind of just finds a community and let them beat them up for like 60 seconds, and then they supposed to have this same attitude.
Right.
So I can't speak for that person.
Okay.
If your experience with your homies is, I don't even think they're your homies. Like, my homies is really my homies.
Right.
Like, I know they kids.
Right.
Like, I knew some of my younger homies when they was babies. Like, their mom let me hold them as a baby. My homegirl, Keita, like, I had to watch my homeboy, Baby J, she had to go somewhere. I watched him in the neighborhood. Like, I've been knowing this little dude since he was a kid, my homeboy, Watch Boy. I remember he was born.
Mm-hmm.
So that is my connection to him in a further, thing than just some street sign or some bandana. Like, it's different. But if you just found some group of people and you calling them homie, y'all not homies.
Mm.
Know what I mean? And I notice that's the thing kind of that I'm looking at. It's a lot of people that's joining gangs and don't really have no connection to the people. They just want the cultural cachet of being from the community.
Got you. Nah, I get that.
So when did you start realizing once you were, in the life that maybe that's not the right path?
I don't know if I ever realized it. I don't feel like that. Because you could be a Crip and a doctor. You could be a Crip and a lawyer. You could be a Crip and a pharmacist. You could be a Crip and a police officer. Like, there's certain homies I know that's from the jungles, that's Bloods. Like, that don't mean that they finna throw their job away, they gonna do their job, but they have that same pride in the people they grew up with. None of it restricts you from being all you can be, but, it ain't necessarily also the most diverse group of successful people.
Mm-hmm.
Usually a lot of people in this particular life, if they are successful, it's going to be a very small, few things that they successful at. But the ones that are, most of them trying to put you on. So I don't think I ever looked at my neighborhood like something that I should be ashamed of or feel like I don't need to be a part of or say that's not my homeboys. Like, I never felt like it ever held me back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like, so I can't imagine. I was just saying this the other day. Like, I can't imagine being from a gang and you don't like your homies. Like, when you hear people like, me and my homies jealous of me, I'm like, why would you be from that gang? Your homies don't like you. Why would you be from there?
Right.
Do something like raise your family. I don't know, how you wasting your time. I love my homeboys, man. They awesome. Of course, bullshit niggas. Niggas got bullshit, but that's like all my partners. You know what I'm saying? So I love my homeboys, man. I never felt like it was holding me back ever.
So in 2003, you came out with a mixtape that kind of got you buzzing a little bit.
So my older homie Guido put together a tape called the Crack Mixtape. It was right around 2004. And it was supposed to be the new group of artists he was launching into the spotlight, right? Mm-hmm. He had spent a lot of time. Guido was super dope on the production tip. He helped Rhythm D, different ideas, Diddy, do the Diddy for Paperboy. You could just tell he was frequent in the business. He was a DJ. Gary was just great. And I actually rapped on some of the songs.
Okay.
And I don't even know if I was just the most standout compared to D or my brother or homies. I was so committed at that time. Mm-hmm. Like, I was just committed. Like, I had already decided I wasn't going to sell drugs no more. I was going to take this serious. And when I take something serious, it's serious. So me being on that mixtape, I don't know if I was a standout person as much as I was by far the most committed.
And then you got so you signed with, I was trying to figure out, so you got a $1.7 million?
Yeah, with Sony in 2006.
Damn.
And they went under in 12 months. Sony
Did you get to keep the money and didn't have to pay?
Nothing. Shout out to Kawhi Panther KP. When they shut down Sony Urban, the guy who signed me, Mike Lynn, he was a guy that worked at Aftermath for years. I never talked to Mike Lynn. I haven't talked to Mike Lynn since he signed me. I was stuck. And my mom had got locked up at that time. She was already, I think she got sentenced. She was like, you just need to find somebody that was an executive for that company.
Mm-hmm.
Look it up. Like, you know how to use the internet, nigga. I didn't handicap you, nigga. You know what to do. So I started searching for different people, and I heard of a dude named KP. And obviously some street connections, I got a phone number on him, and I called him. He was like, oh, yeah, what up, Glasses? It's a pleasure. I'm like, okay, for sure, homie. Look, I ain't talked to the person that signed me to this label, but I ain't talked to him. He ain't answering my calls. I don't know what's going on. They not recording at the studio no more. Nothing is happening. Like, what's up? He's like, man, it's fucked up. They shut down the company. I'm like, damn. Okay, well, look, I don't want to sit my life here. What do I need to do to get off of this, to get away from this situation? He said, look, man, I like how you called me. I like how respectful you is. He said, I'm going to figure something out, and I'm going to get at you by the end of the week. And a day later, he called me and said, look, man, I'm going to get you off. You ain't going to owe no money. You get to keep the records you made and consider that a favor. And that's how I got out that situation.
Okay. And did you had already produced the album and everything?
So we did probably about 20 records, but I had no access to the records because the studio that Mike Lynn was working out of, they was whatever they was on.
Right.
Like, it was just kind of shut down. But the records I did have access on was certified with Toomp, records I did with Toomp, records I did with Manny Fresh, all the stuff I went and flew around the country and did. I had all of those records and masters.
Got you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. Did you end up putting it out?
So that's the stuff that Cash Money Records put out.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you about that.
So that was in 2008.
Who signed you over there?
So Mac 10 signed me first.
Okay. Was he still with Ice Cube then?
No, they had already, whatever happened between them.
Right. He had already
It
left.
already happened.
Okay.
Because I never got a chance to meet Cube at that point. And I had wrote an article, which is writing has always been a thing for me, but I had wrote an idea on MySpace about Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
And it was something that was really deep about Jay-Z, like, being a D-boy and me being a D-boy and this connecting point. And it was like this thing that was going kind of viral on MySpace that people kept reading. And I don't think people think I could write or read. I don't know. Something weird where they just looking. But he read it and he was like, man, that's deep. We just had this long conversation on some D-boy shit. And he was like, hey, man, let's get up. And I was like, oh, yeah, that'd be cool, right? I love to, hang out with you. Mm-hmm. Like, I fuck with your shit. And we met at a place in Century City. It was a steakhouse. And I just ended up liking Mac 10 from the first day. Like, he was already my type of nigga. Mac 10 is one of the few gangster rappers that ever been on Crenshaw, that had a low rider, that been on the scene. Right. He was like my type of nigga. And after that, we was kind of thick as thieves. He was like, man, you want to do something? I'm like, yeah, what you want to do? So we started taking meetings at that time. Tom Wiley was going to do something, but some BS happened. And one day he called Birdman. He was like, man, I got this nigga from Watts named Glasses Malone. He's like, oh, I heard of homie. And he sent him some songs. He was like, man, let's do a deal for him today. And that's how I ended up signing.
No, that's dope. So was it like a situation where Mac 10 was going to produce the album, but then the distributing label was going to be Cash Money?
It was a little more, both of them are producing the albums, right?
Okay.
Cash Money and Mac and Who Bangin', and then Universal distributes the music.
I got
the
you.
record company. And so it was great. I had a great time there. If I knew about making records, if I knew more about this, it'd have been different. But I'll tell you one thing, they was great to me and gave me every opportunity in the world.
I love it. How was Baby?
Great. That's like one of my favorite people I ever met in the music business. Probably top 3, 4. Ice-T is in there.
Mm-hmm.
Akon's in there. Mac's probably right there. And then Stunner Man is right there.
Now, I don't remember the time exactly, but was the Hot Boys popping?
No, so this is 2008 and 9.
Okay, so this is before them.
This is Young Money is about to become a thing.
Okay.
This is Lil Wayne,
this is
the biggest
after.
artist.
In the world. He had
Okay.
just sold 1 million records in the first week.
Okay.
First 7 days. He got his label. He got some artists around. He got the homie Jay Mills around. He got
I remember Jay
Ines.
Mills.
He got Gutter. Maine is the president or VP of Young Money at the time. Great dude. Just a bunch of good dudes, and they're signing artists. So they signed Tiger, right? I know who Tiger was from around the way. They got Nicki, but Nicki is always with Waka's mom at this time, and they just signed this Jewish kid that was on this Nickelodeon show.
Okay.
And that's how it was presented. It's like, yeah, we just signed this Jewish kid that was on this Nickelodeon show, this really big pop act. And I'm like, yeah. And he was like, yeah, his name is Drake, and so forth. I'm like, okay. And I, meet the dude. He cool dude, just squared up. Like I never saw that in rap. Like, you know what I mean? Not like bad. I just never seen no shit like that. And I remember them pressing play and being like, God damn, this nigga is great. Like, this shit is amazing. So I watched Cortez and Wayne and Maine build Young Money, like right there. So that shit was dope.
Did you get a chance to meet Lil Wayne?
Sure. I got songs and videos with Lil Wayne. Great guy. Awesome guy.
Yeah, so he don't write nothing.
No. That's real. I don't know about all these niggas talking about writing for him. Even the homie Gilly and certain people, I don't know, man. Like maybe like they could help construct a record, like with Hook, construct a record with hooks and shit. But like, bro, really just sit around that motherfucking man, be smoking weed and drinking tea, playing Madden and coming up with raps in his head and just going there and say that wild shit.
Wow.
Like that dude is like, he almost made me quit. That's how like, that's how good he was, bro. When I first started, so in 2005, I put out my first mixtape, White Lightning. At that time, Big Face Hunted, Game's older brother, is helping me.
Okay.
Right? So Game is just coming into what's going to be like his run. Right? So they got this movement, Black Wall Street in Compton, G-Ride, Frog, Face, just Fat Rat, just a bunch of really good dudes. And they are preparing this artist Game. And I know he signed to Dre, Chuck ended up being a all right dude. And I'm like, damn, this shit is big. And he drops an album, right, the documentary, and he sells right about 600,000 in 7 days. And I remember thinking like, man, that dude, this is great. Like, Dre, 50 Cent, this is big.
Right.
Like, and I thought about how good he was. I was like, oh yeah, I could, if I worked harder, I probably could be close to where this dude is at as a talent. Like, I thought Game at that time was an A. I'm like, oh, he's an A. Mm-hmm. I'm probably about a C, but I could get there. You know what I mean? I could see it. And I thought that for a long time until I got signed to Cash Money Records. And I started going in the studio with Lil Wayne, and I remember just realizing, like, nah, Game is a B. Mm-hmm. This nigga's A+, and I'm borderline felon. And that's how dope this nigga was, like, just coming up with songs. Not just, like, Chuck is verses. Chuck is dope, 16s and 300 bars. I watched this nigga construct 300 bars. Like, he's a fucking bars. Wayne is like that, and I'm going to give you the best hook in the world on this song. And I'm not going to write none of it down. And I'm gonna talk shit if you writing your shit down because you don't smoke. Like why you write shit down? You don't even smoke. So that I remember just being like so like wow.
Right.
You know what I mean? This motherfucker, this is the top tier right here. So
yeah. We had T-Rail in here and he basically, to sum it all up, he said Lil Wayne's an alien.
Oh yeah,
he was just like, and then he got mad at everybody, just like you said. Yeah. Y'all writing it down? Yeah. Like what? Y'all taking too long,
bro. When I tell you, like, I'm not a Wayne fan,
right?
Like, my Cash Money artists, Juvenile #1, BG #2, Big Timers #3.
Okay.
Feel me? Hot Boys #4. Wayne and Turk right here. Because I was kind of older than them. Mm-hmm. And I was looking up to the older. Juvie them older than me. BG them older than me. So I'm looking up to the older niggas talking it and Stunner Man and Fresh. Wayne and them look kids.
Right.
I'm only 3 or 4 years older than Tone, but it's like, that's a big difference growing up listening to rap. Wayne ain't even cussing on records, bro. I'm not trying to hear, what this little nigga talking about. So when I signed to Cash Money, I still walked in. Like, I seen this mixtape run. I'm hearing niggas talking like, yeah, man, whatever. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I'm a Scarface fan, nigga. That's, you know what I'm saying?
Talk
like, nigga, face is God, nigga. Till I went to that fucking studio and I was like, oh, this nigga right here is amazing. You know what I mean? Wayne is just like, yeah, he ain't. I watched this motherfucker I watched him do a milli.
Damn.
But that's not the thing. I watched him shooting the video to Got Money with T-Pain. And the video to Got Money with T-Pain, he shot a milli just walking across the street from the tour bus to the location set of Got Money. That's the video for a milli, him walking to the video shoot. And I was just thinking like, you know what I mean? I was like a different boot camp, bro. Just, you know, he whoops your ass, man. You know what I mean? Like you gonna be around him, bro. You gonna learn, because he ain't to be fucked with. You know what I mean? He do his thing.
So you was at the studio session when he did a milli?
I watched him do so many different songs that I didn't think matter. Here's a real story. This how arrogant and retarded I think being a Crip, like from LA, especially when you like a real nigga from around the way, so you carry yourself with this esteem because you come into hip hop, be like, okay, they talking about the shit we doing. Sometimes you forget it's an art. This ain't just niggas talking shit. It is like an art, you know what I mean? And it is, record making is another science. So I remember, this is funny. So he finished all the album. This is Carter 3. This is about to be the biggest album in the world. I'm not even tripping off of it, right? I'm like, man, this is dope. You know, I like this nigga shit. I'm playing like father, like son, because I'm such a Stunner Man fan.
Right.
And I'm listening to Wayne. He getting off. I'm like, oh, this nigga dope. But you know, Stunner is talking the shit that I'm on.
Right.
Right. So this shit funny. So, god damn, man, I fucking lost the story again. What I'm thinking? What
a
am I
milli
thinking?
in the studio.
A milli. So I'm watching
Carter 3.
Carter 3.
Okay, here we go. Sorry. Got you. So Universal is preparing my release. Cash Money is preparing my release. Right? So they setting this big cameo up for the Lil Wayne song. Right? They're like, oh, we're going to put you in the video for Lil Wayne single. This is how we going to launch you out to the world. People going to see you next to Wayne. It's going to be great. I'm like, okay, cool. Whatever. Like, you know, shout out to Toon. Whatever. So I go to Universal Music in New York. I run into the product manager, a lady named Katina Bynum. When I tell you, just one of the greatest women in the history of the music business, just all-out amazing lady. She is like a genius, super smart. So I'm sitting in here, her office, talking to her. She's like, oh, Glasses, I got the single, Lil Wayne single. We decided to single. I'm like, okay. She's like, yeah, it's a song called Lollipop. I'm like, I don't remember that song. She was like, okay. So she pressed play, right? And I'm like, man, this shit is whack. I don't got no, I'm not a music industry nigga. I'm not a record nigga. I don't get it. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? This nigga be getting off, the shit I heard this nigga rapping on $1 million and all this shit. What the fuck is this? So she like, yeah, you know, so what do you think? I'm like, oh, it's cool. She's like, yeah, so we gonna do a big video, Vegas, you know, your cameo's gonna be big. So I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. So I leave there thinking like, yeah, I'm not gonna be in there because niggas gonna be talking shit about this bullshit. Right? So we go to Vegas. They looking for me. I'm ducking. Stunner Man got me this super dope suite at the Maloof's, at the hotel that the Maloof's own, because we shoot the video at the Maloof's house in the mansion in Vegas. So they calling me. I'm in the suite with the basketball court. Right. This how Stunner. So Stunner really going all out for a nigga, treating a nigga like he knows something. And they calling me. Jeff Panzer, Keith, all the producers for Cash Money. I'm not answering the phone. I'm not finna be up in this whack ass shit y'all got going on with this fucking song. So by the end of the night, I make sure I'm available. We at the Maloof's house for the last shot.
Gotcha.
Right? Suge pulls up to the video shoot. Me and Suge wrestling in the front yard. Niggas looking at us crazy. I love Suge to death.
Right.
I go in the house. They setting up the shots. Mac 10's there, right? So we all there. Boom, we chopping it up. They say, okay, Glass, man, you missed the damn big cameo, man, so we gonna get you this little one. I'm like, cool. Give me a regular cameo with the rest of the street niggas. So we do the cameo, leave, bye-bye. Back in New York, boom, and Katina, Glasses, you want to see the video? I'm like, yeah. She pressed play, and I remember being like, oh, I fucked up. I'm like, oh, I fucked up. Like, I saw it. I was like, oh, this finna be the biggest thing in the world.
Yeah, and it was, too.
How did I not hear this? Like, I had to see the music video. I was like, oh, my God, I fucked up.
So your first impression of Lollipop, you wasn't feeling it.
What? Fuck. Man, did you hear the rapping is on this shit? And I'm listening to $1 million all. I'm like, this nigga really killing. Why is y'all picking this shit in Night Girl like mine? I'm like, oh, hell no. wrong. I saw the video, I was like, oh, this nigga's a genius. Oh, I fucked up.
Yeah.
I fucked up. I remember just, if I have one regret, it was not being available for how big that cameo was gonna be in that video. And
where would they have put you in the video?
on the strip. So they got the Hummers, they had a couple cars. So I was gonna be in one of the cars hanging out the cars, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know about this song. This
Right.
I couldn't, again, being arrogant from the street, you not sizing the record
Right.
business up. The fact that this nigga did it, I should have knew it was the right thing to do. But at that time, I was just like, man, all the shit I'm hearing, this is not gonna be one of the big songs. Maybe this Jay-Z song or, this Amelie, that shit was dope. This shit was like this kind of cream puff record. I'm like, I don't know. And I saw the video. Katina showed me the video, and I was like, you don't know shit.
Yeah.
You do not know the record business, bro. You do not know. Because I saw that, and that day I was like, I fucked up. And it made me change everything going forward, too. You know what I mean? It made me change everything going forward. I was like, you know what? You don't know shit. You need to stop acting like you know some shit.
Right. Nah, that's crazy. So how did your debut go?
The whole album?
Yeah, the whole album.
That wasn't really quite, you know what? It was rough. But it wasn't really Birdman's fault. Creatively, I think I had a vision for the album. It was really good. And I think at that time, me and Mac 10 didn't align on where the record should go, where the album should go. And the record he wanted me to make, the album he wanted me to make, I didn't know how to make it, to be honest. I didn't know how to make 12 records. I didn't even know how to make one. I didn't even know what a record was. I thought it was just a song. So it was rough. That was a rough time getting that album out. And it didn't necessarily come out through the major system because I couldn't make another record to help Universal do their job. So
Right.
I ended up kind of paying the consequence for it.
Was Certified with Akon on that album?
Yeah. But so when the album first came out, I had an album prepared, and that single did great. But it was different visions for what the second song was gonna be, and then it was a really different vision for what the album was supposed to sound like. Me and Mac really just honestly disagreed about what it should sound like. I still think I was right, but I trusted Mac at that time, and then the lollipop shit really didn't help. I'm like, let me listen to these niggas because they've been in the business. So I kind of started completely doubting all my own thoughts.
Gotcha.
So when the album came out, was it more your voice that came out on the album or the other people?
No, it was my voice, but okay, when I first got into the record business, what worked really well for me is I'm naturally a storyteller. Like I'm good at telling stories. So even if it doesn't matter in rap, like my whole first album, I actually put it on Spotify and Apple. It's called Beach Cruiser, an original story by Glasses Malone. That was the original album. It's super dope. Wyclef, Lupe Fiasco, beats by Mike City, Manny Fresh production. It's just great. And I wrote this album as this very intricate story, where it's like I wake up out of my sleep. You know what I mean? The album opens up. I'm at a club with a girl, and I'm at a club with a girl, and her dude comes tripping, and we have a problem, and the dude pulls out a gun and shoots me. And then like the first song is kind of like what it's like being in an ambulance and going through this experience. And then by the end of the song, this alarm clock goes off, and I'm waking. And now the whole album is I'm trying to turn in my album to Mac 10 and Birdman by the end of the day. I supposed to meet them at a club to turn in my album by the end of the day. End of the day, I finally turn in my album. I meet a girl at the club. Here go this nigga. So it becomes like this, very like that movie that Leonardo DiCaprio and all them is in.
Which one?
The Departed?
No.
Inception?
Inception.
Okay.
So that's how my album was back in 2008. Like I was writing like that type of album. And when they heard it, Birdman was gonna let me do anything. Mac was like, I don't know about that one. He was like, that shit crazy. Like, nigga, you getting shot on the album, nigga, it's a whole story. He just thought it was crazy, but it was truly how I looked at life as an artist at that time. Like I was still on Crenshaw. I'm still living in the streets. So I'm like, I'm having problems meeting dudes and girls, and I'm starting to, this is kind of where my mind was at. So by the time the actual album comes out, I can't like manufacture another single that's really good outside of Certified. That's Akon and Toomp. So by the time I put the album out, it comes out independently, but I just couldn't make a record, dog. I didn't know about it. And then making an album full of records where I'm not depending on my natural gift for storytelling was like, I wouldn't have had no idea. Like it just was not gonna work out that way.
So back then, so when you get signed, there's nobody at Cash Money that's gonna walk you through the process. They just figure you already know how to make music. Here's your budget, go get it done. Here's the access to the studio.
Well, remember I walk in with Certified and some Akon songs and Toomp songs, and then I walk in with Fuck With Me from Manny Fresh. So it looks like as if it's presented like, oh, this nigga came in there with records, so he must know something.
Right.
So Stunner Man like, shit, do what you do. And he was right. Like initially, how I wrote that album, it was really dope. It would have been, people would have really got a trip. Again, it's Inception. It's the same type of thing where you don't quite know, is it a real story or is it a dream at this point? But to me, that person at Cash Money would have been Manny Fresh. And Manny Fresh was already gone. Like Stunner is great, Slim is great at the business, but Manny Fresh was the music.
Yeah, he's the producer.
And that becomes, you know, the record business and rap for years was just the marketing mind of like a Suge Knight or a Birdman and the musicianship of a Dr. Dre or a Manny Fresh. You know, so without that person, you know what I mean, you kind of better know what you're doing.
Right.
To me, what worked so well for Nicki was with Gucci's mom, and she was like slick. She was smart even then.
Gucci mom was like the manager, right?
Yeah. Dad was hella dope. And Tyga, remember, he ends up catching up to the wave that's about to become Mustard and YG.
Right.
And gets Rack City.
Yeah, that set him off.
Drake comes in with a whole team, like this genius kind of producer in 40 that's like brilliant as fuck. So all of them came with, you know, somehow they align with the musicianship part of it. Me, it was like, I'm just trying to figure out as I go.
Gotcha.
And that's kind of where I got it wrong.
Did you have access to Lil Wayne,
Sure.
Nicki, Drake?
Yeah.
You could have easily put them on your records?
Yeah, I got songs with Wayne. I had opportunities to do songs with Drake or Nicki. It wasn't like that, but that's not the solution. Like you would need them to make the song for you if you don't know how to make the record.
Gotcha.
Not like write your raps, but somebody that understands what making a single is about, making a record is about. So I did songs. I got songs with Lil Wayne, videos with Lil Wayne, but you need a record produced by somebody that really knows what the fuck they doing to sometimes break an artist.
Now, knowing what you know now, could you go back and do that album?
Yeah, to be honest, I would have just put out the first album. Like if I knew what I knew now, Mac couldn't have told me no different. He'd have just been mad at me because this is it. Yeah. Because even on that album specifically, it's 3 or 4 songs produced by DJ Toomp.
Okay.
Toomp is destroying everything, right? Toomp is what you know about that at that time.
Right.
The cheesy records, I love it. Just Kanye, Can't Tell Me Nothing, Good Life. You know, he's just a monster. I got Mike City, right? Mike City does a couple tracks on there. Warren Campbell does tracks. It's all the best. Battle Cat, it's all the best producers giving me their work. The second album is kind of like, the album that actually came out is a bunch of people that I'm just bonding with and we're just making songs.
Gotcha.
I don't have, you know, years and years of knowledge of record making shit with the second group of people. The first group of people were animals. They was like the best in the field.
Right.
So, yeah, it was as simple as putting out the first album. But also, I believe in my heart, man, with God, man. Like, I was really street. I had a different temperament. If it would have worked, I would have never knew how much I loved hip-hop. I would have just been somebody who came in, stuck a lick, got some money. I was already trying to buy a job as a longshoreman because I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to get out of music. I'm going to be a longshoreman. This was cool. We got my life right. Boom. If it would have worked, you know, I would have hit and then made a couple other albums that didn't work out.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? And never really got a chance to fall in love with this thing. So I really wouldn't change it, even though it didn't go as commercially successful as I would like.
How was it working with Akon?
That's probably my favorite person to work with in the business.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. Just an all-around great dude. another genius like Akon. I remember he came in the studio when I was rapping on Certified, the beat, and it was just me and him, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I got you." You know, he started walking around, we was chopping it up. He's like, "Yeah, you know, they say you from Wild Star." I was like, "Yeah, cuz I used to da-da-da." So we politicking. He just, no. He just doing a melody in his head, and he just, "Oh, I got it." He said, "Turn on the mic," and he just go in there and sing this hook. And this song is like a hit record. And I'm like,
wow.
You know, I'm like, this shit is crazy. And to this day, he's like that. He's just a really underrated, brilliant dude.
Mm.
So when Certified it hit the radio, did it change the way, you know, you were perceived, you know, because you got a song in the radio?
Well, it raised my expectations. You get a song on the radio, you on the clock. You better figure it out. Like, you know what I mean? And you got to figure it out. So, but I think to everybody else, it made people think it was possible. For me, it was just Tuesday. I never really let it bother me. I never got confused thinking that I quite knew what it was. I just knew that it was tight and it was hard. That's what I liked about it. And obviously, you know, 6 months, 3 months ago, I didn't know fucking Lollipop was gonna be the biggest song in the world. So I definitely knew I didn't know shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was one of those things, man, where I just looked at it as a blessing from God, bro. I didn't have no idea like what it was. I just liked it.
Mm.
Yeah.
So then you turned down offers from Def Jam and Atlantic?
Yeah. Jay-Z flew me to New York.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And I sat down with Jay-Z and G. Roberson and Hip Hop. They was at Atlantic at the time. They was on it. But Jay-Z, that was like a big deal. That was like, because, you know, Jay-Z is somebody you hustling in high school. And
right.
This is 96, 97, 98, bro. That's all you listening to. And
that's
like,
it.
We in the office and we talking and he talking to me and I'm just like fucked up. 'Cause I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here with this nigga? You know what I mean? This nigga is like, you know, great. And he was kind of the first big rapper that I met.
Mm-hmm.
Like I hadn't met Snoop or Cube or none of them yet. It was like from nobody to Jay-Z. Like Game was the biggest rapper I had met before that. Jim Jones was just about to become somebody. I had met him. But the first big rapper was like Jay-Z, and he flies me to New York, and I'm in the office. And
how did he even get wind of you?
Lupe Fiasco.
Okay.
And Chili at First and 15 gave him my mixtape. My big brother Chuck, Big Chuck, in New York, used to work with Aftermath, bunch of stuff, gave them my mixtape. And they was jamming it, and they was like, man, we finna get this to Jay-Z, and they gave it to Jay-Z, and he heard it, and I remember him telling me, he's like, yo, bro, I ain't heard nothing like this in a long time. He's like, you one of the best people I ever heard from the West.
Wow.
And that shit had me silent. Like, this nigga talking to me, I was like, this is Jay-Z telling me that I'm dope. And I was just like, so confused and puzzled and being just like, wow. You know what I mean? And him even offering me a deal was like, wow. I was like, this is impossible. Like, how is this happening?
How do you turn down a deal from Jay?
Because I don't give a fuck who it is. Money is money. You know, once
the money wasn't right.
Yeah, once all the bullshit disappeared, this money is different.
Okay.
And plus, I wouldn't have did no better. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know enough. Jay-Z, at that time, for something to work out, we needed to sign with a producer. I feel like something happened to where we stopped proxying rappers to producers and DJs, and we start going right to other rappers. And it's like, that is probably not the best way to do this. You know what I mean? I think we need to get back to the
artist development,
DJs, and at least with the artists and the DJs.
Okay.
Like, and the producers. Like, you know, I've told multiple artists. I told Blue Bucks, I said, man, y'all need to sign with Mustard. Like, I've been pushing people, trying to tell them, you know, like, you need to sign with somebody that understands making records. You know what I'm saying? So it was no different. But yeah, once the Stardust wore off, it was like, bro, this money and this money, way different.
Right.
So, you know, at the end of the day, he understood, man, it's a D-boy to a D-boy thing.
And I heard you say that in other interviews about how important the producer is.
That's everything.
Because if you look at it, Jay, some of his biggest albums, even though he had a bunch of hits, is when Kanye came in, helped him with the Blueprint 2. Dr. Dre with Eminem, that's his best era.
Snoop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's You watch artists, man. Yeah, Ludacris. You watch artists. Somewhere along the line, rappers became more important than the DJ producer, and that is not what this thing is about. You know, I get why the labels decided to start paying the rappers and the producer. I mean, the artists, the rappers. But it's like, bro, you should not be able to railroad an artist to an artist. Like, you need to get with a producer, or you need to have a producer. Somewhere along the line, somebody should be involved in the record making process. And I think that's how it was initially, right? People like Marley Marl, Larry Smith, Dr. Dre. You know, you had that. Even with Cash Money, Manny Fresh is as integral as Stunner Man, or Beats by the Pound with P, or the Hitman with Bad Boy. I mean, these things, the cook for somehow is getting left out of the conversation.
Right.
The DJ, the producers, they're getting left out of the conversation in a very foul way. And that is a mistake. And that actually is a part of hip-hop's demise as well to me.
So you said you knew Game early on, right?
Yeah.
For me, when it comes to Game, West Side Story is one of the best intro rap songs I've ever heard in my life. When I first heard it, I was like, this nigga's on fire. Like, he was killing that shit. That was like literally, for me, one of the best songs to introduce an artist, man. I love that record.
Yeah,
to this very day.
I remember Face played it. Crip nigga, blood nigga, essays, Asians, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, white boys, Jamaicans, Latin kings, disciples, vice lords, and Haitians.
Yeah.
All these motherfuckers been patiently waiting since the West Coast fell off the streets of Compton. West Coast never fell off. I was sleeping in Compton. Yeah, he was going.
He was going crazy. And before that came out, he had a mixtape out that was out of this world too.
Yeah. Chuck was making good ground. Like, his situation is another situation that God set up perfectly. And then whatever happened, when Chuck took control of the ship, because it started going a bunch of shit. But when it was in the hands, and I don't know if I feel with this, I feel like Face was so important in that situation. Not just Dre, not just Curtis and the people that was A&R in the records, or Mike and them, all of that. Not just Fifth. You know what I mean? For helping him with, you know, different ideas for hooks and records and giving him certain beats. But Face, man, is like, Big Face Hunted is like a true hip-hop monster. Like, he understands hip-hop better than 99% of the people I ever met, especially when it comes to West Coast hip-hop, because he's a fan of all kinds, but he understands specifically what West Coast hip-hop should be. So I think also what happens to artists to me is they have success, and then they start making themselves the reason it was successful solely. And I think in Game situation, I don't think enough credit went to the other people as well. But it's not just him, bro. It's a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? That's like that, where, you know, the producer, DJ ain't really getting enough credit. The person that's A&R and don't get enough credit. It's a real team game that feels very player-centric. Got you.
Not to jump, but since we are talking about Game, what'd you feel about Versus?
I didn't get a chance to watch it. I was doing a show for the city at Ted Watkins Park in Watts.
Okay.
So I didn't get a chance to watch it. I saw the clips. That shit funny.
Yeah.
Them niggas look drunk.
Did you see when he drank the whole Don Julio bottle? That's crazy.
He does that shit at every show. He's been doing that shit since 2005. Niggas crazy. I'm happy that it was great. Nobody, it was no extra shit.
Right.
It was just a bunch of niggas having fun and showing off for the West. That's what I was really happy about.
Yeah, I like that part too.
And I feel like the world really finally got to understand like how much we love YG. Because I don't think the world understands how much the West Coast really loves YG as well. Like, everybody know we love Game, but YG is the person you don't quite get until you see, like, oh, they really like this nigga.
Right.
So yeah, that's just
it was dope.
You had like a close relationship with Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
How did you meet him? How did that all start?
So I met NH. Where did I meet NH at? So I met NH in like 2006, maybe even 2005. No, it was about 2000. Well, I met him in 2005 at a spot somewhere, and we exchanged numbers, and we started politicking. And I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna come fuck with you." He's like, "Man, come over here." Like, I'm in the '60s. He was in his neighborhood, And this was at a place that ended up becoming the Marathon store, the first one. It was called Sloss and Tees. We all heard of this place, right? Because you drive down Crenshaw, you go into the Boulevard, you know that part of, South Central. So I'm in my Bentley at the time, and I drive over there. He's standing out in front of Sloss and Tees with like 20 of his homies, and I jump out by myself, and they looking like, this nigga crazy. And
Definitely.
he just always was like, this nigga, you know what I mean? But to me, it was like somewhere I've been a million times.
Right.
Like I got homies from 60s that's older than me, Charlie, Crip Charlie, all just a bunch of good dudes. So I've been, like I see LA a lot different than a lot of homies. So I'm a little more comfortable than the average person. So I remember just going over there, and from that point, man, we was thick as thieves. Any idea or creativity or just what we represented brand-wise, it was always like that. So outside of doing music, it was just I just had genuine love for him because he was just like a really, really sharp dude. And he was just down. He was a down homie. He was down. Like, remember me, him, and J-Rock all agreed we was going to just keep going to New York. Like, we was going to keep going to New York. We understood New York controlled press, and we all would always go to New York all the way to the end. So Nip is that type of dude, man. He was just a down homie.
Did you ever envision how influential he was going to be to the city?
You know what? That's not that far-fetched. He was a special dude. Like, if you met him, he was like he had this kind of aura about himself. You know what I'm saying? Where people just wanted to be around him. You know what I mean? He made gangbanging look really cool. He just made it look fresh. You know what I mean? He was just that type of guy. Just people liked him. You know what I mean? He was hella confrontational, but you know what I'm saying? To me, he was great. So, you know what I mean? It worked out for me. I'm sure he pissed somebody else off, but me, man, he was my boy, man. He was all right, dog. He was a good dude.
Do you remember when you heard the news?
Yeah, fuck yeah, I was around the corner. I thought it was April Fool's. I'm like, it's April Fool's tomorrow, but that shit was fucked up, man. It was super fucked up to me, not only losing a friend, because he was a friend for sure. He wasn't just a business associate. We was actually friends. Like, he was a solid dude. At that time, I had talked to him probably a week or something before that. I was loading up this song called Tupac Must Die. And I was telling him, without telling him, like, nigga, I got something I need to show you. Nigga, this shit finna fuck hip-hop up. It's finna, everybody hip-hop finna be off their feet. He's like, man, let me see it. I'm like, I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna come see you. And I just would be, just like any other homie, making plans. Like, we got all day, and we just didn't. You know what I'm saying? So when I got the news with him, it was like, damn. You know what I mean? And it kind of happened fast. People talked about him getting shot fast. People, like, him losing his life fast. It was kind of really instant. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, because when he first got shot, you heard about it, but you wasn't sure he was dead. And then it came back real fast that he passed away. And it was just like unbelievable. So, but I remember that kind of making me think I didn't want to put out Tupac Must Die because I didn't want people asking me about him in the same context. Like, I didn't want to try to explain what makes it different. I mean, like, to them, it was like Nip was just some rapper. And it was like, nah, it's a little bit more to what's going on in these situations. And same for Pac, you know what I mean? But it was like, with Nip, it was just like different. And it took me a long time to figure out if I was even going to put the song out after that.
And what made you put out the song? And how much time passed before you put out the song?
So the 7th anniversary was just 2 weeks ago. So it ended up being in July. What ended up making me put out the song? I don't remember exactly, but it was like initially I thought about putting out Tupac Must Die on his birthday. On Tupac's birthday. I felt like that would have been the greatest marketing move and shit. And I think God was really kicking that shit, like slapping that shit out of my hand. Like, bro, what are you thinking about? Like, you ain't even that type of fucked up nigga. Like, you know what I mean? As a marketing person to do that. And so I think, that was part of it. But something happened specifically where I was like, you know what? Like, I need to put this song out. There's no reason for me. It's because there's no way I should have been able to make that song. That video is no way possible. There's no way you could walk in the Lakewood Mall with a gun and a 40 ounce to shoot. There's no way you could be in a casino at MGM and shooting in a casino or sing with somebody getting assaulted 6 or 7 times and don't nobody stop you. There's no way you could be on that street corner where Pac got shot at and I'm out there with 100 Chris. We just posted up working on the video while we doing this and the police don't come disrupt it. They just park across the street and watch. It's like I knew God let me get that off because I wanted it so bad to make my mark in hip hop as far as giving people something culturally special that they had never saw. And losing Nip really kind of detracted that, but I don't know if God just kind of pushed me off the porch like, hey, bro, just put the song out. Stop. Don't play with it. So I ended up putting it out in January.
And a lot of people got upset, I heard.
Yeah, they was pretty mad.
I heard that Dr. Dre called you?
Fuck yeah. He was in my face. Motherfucker called me, had me come to the studio, was trying to argue with me. I'm like, bro, what is the problem? I didn't get their problem. Like, I thought people would jump at the title because it's a bit odd, but I didn't think that people would not listen to it and automatically judge the idea based off of what they felt it was about. And I go to the studio with Dr. Dre. He's like, man, G, come by the studio. So I go to the studio, and he's like, man, G, man, why the fuck would you make a song called Fuck Tupac? I'm like, bro, you've been knowing me since I was just a straight gang member, nigga. I met you in 2002, 2003. The only person I met that was as big as Jay-Z before Jay-Z is Dr. Dre. And I'm like, bro, do I seem like the kind of person, well, what's the song? And I'm like, the song was called Tupac Must Die. What the fuck kind of title was that? I'm like, nigga, it's like a play, like John Tucker Must Die, Romeo Must Die. It's not like, I'm like, that ain't how a Crip was said in the first place. Nigga, like, the hell you mean? So he was talking to me. He's like, I said, you never saw it? He's like, hell no, I ain't looking at that bullshit. I was like, bro, why would you think it's bullshit if I made it? He's like, I don't get, why would you make it? He said, what's the song about? I said, man, the song is telling the story from the perspective of a person that got jumped and somebody that they liked in the music industry jumping them with other niggas and them feeling the pressures from the street to actually have to stand up for themselves and protect their reputation. He was like, yeah, but, you could have did something different. I said, no. He's like, man, you should just apologize. I'm not apologizing because I'm not going to apologize to nobody because I ain't disrespect nobody. He said, gee, man, that's just some bullshit. I said, look, here's the deal. I said, who in that studio? He said, Dewan and Dem Joints. I said, look, if you call any of them dudes out that studio and they tell me that this song is disrespectful and is whack, I apologize. He was like, all right, bet. So we end up walking in there. Hey, nigga. Hey. Dre, he like, hey, y'all seen Glass's new shit? They said, yeah, that shit. He was like, what y'all think? They was like, man, that shit fire. He just looked, and I just smiled and shit. And I was like, yeah, nigga. You know what I mean? Like, this shit shook you off. And it was so crazy to listen to him, like, panic. And it's a genuine love for a nigga. Like, he worried, like, this nigga losing his mind. I'm like, nah, bro, like, you just didn't watch it. Like, I get it. I get how you could feel because you didn't look at it. You hear a song called Tupac Must Die. I swear to God, in my mind, when I made the title, it sounded Shakespearean. I didn't think you would actually take it street. I mean, who talks like that in the street? Oh, this person must die. You know what I'm saying? So, but it was a journey. I appreciate every second of it, though. Even shaking them up, shaking Corrupt up, shaking Quick up. It was great.
The video is amazing.
Thank you.
And the POV and the way it moved around, I was like, this is genius.
Thank you.
It was genius. Yeah.
So allegedly, whatever happened with Tupac is not all the alleged conspiracies going out there. It's more, I guess, black and white than I guess some people try to make it.
I mean, ideally, yeah. That's how I say it. I mean, I don't know how tied in some niggas could be to a conspiracy that large, but stranger things have happened. Stranger connections have happened. But yeah, it's my belief it's a little bit more straightforward. It's not as uncommon in how we grow up. Motherfuckers be really protecting their reputation and it's how they earn. It's everything to them. So I get why they are so, people defend it so vigorously. They trying to make sure, motherfuckers know they can't play with you.
Right.
So.
Did you ever do any music with Dr. Dre since you guys did have that friendship?
Yeah. We did songs together. Not for my project, for different stuff for him, for Detox, stuff for some artists, Bishop. the homie. I did stuff for Bishop. I did stuff on Dre beats for Bishop, for Dre, and for Slim the Mobster. Different people, but we never did end up doing a song like for my stuff.
Is he gonna ever release Detox?
I hope not.
Why you say hope not?
I don't think he in that space no more. I mean, I think Drake could offer us so much more shit, man. Like I love when he's making music. But I feel like his Detox probably looks a lot. I think Kendrick Lamar is his Detox.
Okay.
I think Kendrick Lamar is his Detox. That was his life-altering thing to the game, right? The last hurrah, the last stunt, right? You know, that's like a big deal. Like, look at this shit. Look at this motherfucker, man. Like, that was his Detox. Why the fuck do I need to release Detox? I put out Kendrick Lamar. Like, that was it.
Go Kid, Mad City?
I mean, all that shit he doing. Like, you know, you put a motherfucker in the Super Bowl twice. You know what I mean? Like, man, look at that crowning achievement, right? You start off with NWA and Eazy-E, right? And World Class. We don't even talk about that shit. They had songs that was bumping in LA, but you go NWA, Eazy-E, you know, you slide through with Doc, you slide through with Snoop Dogg, you launch this Death Row movement, right? You do all this shit, then you kind of lead that, and then you kind of take this underground artist and Exhibit that's doing well with Steve Rifkin, but like you take him over the top. Now he's a multi-platinum act, right? And then boom, you do that, right? Then you like everybody think you done. Then you double back and you put out your second album. Your second album is 2001, and you launched this fucking white man from Detroit that's like some shit that niggas had never saw. It was like, what is this? I remember seeing him in a dope spot, like hustling and just, he's in a trailer park choking his grandmother out and shit, rapping. I'm like, this dude is dope. You know what I'm saying? And that's a Hall of Fame career right there. Like all his careers, bro, his Ruthless career is a Hall of Fame career. Producing NWA, Eazy-E, and DOC, and the second NWA album is a Hall of Fame career by itself. That's by itself. Then he goes to Death Row, he produces his solo album, makes himself like one of the greatest artists in hip-hop history, right? Then he puts out Snoop Dogg, who's probably by far the greatest hip-hop artist in history as far as just culturally like this renaissance, man, kind of in just styling. Right? And you launch this Death Row shit. You got all these successful soundtracks. You put Pac number one on the chart. He'd never been number one on the charts. You put him number one on the charts. You leave that shit. That's Hall of Fame by itself, his Death Row period. Then his aftermath period is Eminem, Exhibit, 50 Cent, The Game, and the last thing is Kendrick Lamar. I don't fuck Detox. That's Detox. Kendrick Lamar is Detox.
Now that you mentioned, helping Pac get a number one, I heard that you have a take that Snoop Dogg, in the time that they were both alive, was bigger than Tupac.
Yeah, so in that conversation, we were talking about All Eyes on Me. Like, I think I was trying to explain to people how big Snoop and Ice Cube was and how Pac was our underdog growing up. He was the guy that your mom, like when I was young, my mom let me get Tupac CD. She felt like it was dope. Like, this man talking some shit to y'all. And so I got a chance to watch Pac kind of come up from underdog status. Because you gotta think in 1991, the shit that was happening, Ice Cube was like kicking the shit out of everybody.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, just did Boys in the Hood. It's the biggest fucking movie. He kicking the shit. Like, Juice is popping. Juice is like our shit, but then Boys in the Hood is like big. It launches him on the worldwide stage. It breaks John Singleton. It's just like this phenomenon. And Cube is a phenomenon. Then 92, when Pac puts out, so 91 and 92, you're dealing with that shit. Dre drops The Chronic. He's like the biggest thing going from around this motherfucker, right? And then Snoop in 93 drops Doggy Style. And he's the biggest thing going. And then Regulate comes out in 94. And Warren and Coolio drops in 95 with Gangsta's Paradise. So like Pac is there this whole time. But he's like the thing that's like this constant thing that you fuck with. This dope ass thing that's popping, but it's all this larger than life shit, you know what I mean, happening in music. And he comes home from jail You know what I'm saying? Like after a case where they leave him in jail, you know, the label leave him in jail and shit, and he just there and motherfuckers playing with his name, and he comes home and Death Row just like, yo, fuck that. We finna make this shit the biggest thing. Like I feel like Death Row don't even get enough credit for that. Like for them to give, like for Daz and Corrupt to give him the best records, for Dre to give him the records, for Snoop to all these people to kind of be like, hey man, it's you. And he just blows up. So I think at that time, I was saying like he caught up with him when All Eyes on Me came out. But they even had a concert at the House of Blues before Pac died in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Pac was opening up for Snoop. Snoop was like huge. And Pac was like, he had finally arrived to me at that place. But I argued that at that time, I was like, Cube was bigger than Pac in real time. Snoop was bigger than Pac in real time. Even though Pac had Juice and Poetic Justice, these dudes was like monsters.
Mm-hmm.
They was like the biggest things in the world. But by the time All Eyes on Me happened, you know what I mean, Pac had just came and it was just shit. It was like some shit you never saw before that too.
Yeah, that album crazy too.
Yeah, and that motherfucker kept going.
You know, speaking of people, like you said, 2001, Dr. Dre, what happened to Mailman?
You know what? I talked to Mel a couple times, but I never asked.
Killed that album.
Yeah, he was dope. I talked to him a few times. I feel like that about Mailman.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that about Short Chop.
Okay. I don't remember him.
Short Chop is Cube's last project.
Okay.
That was the last dude that Cube was working with.
Okay. I'm not too familiar with that one.
Yeah, but Mailman, Short Chop, to me, those were the guys that were supposed to carry West Coast hip-hop from 1999, 2000, all the way to when Game started.
Right.
But because we didn't get those guys, right, we thank God we got the East Siders,
Okay.
right, because that was important driving there, but we didn't get those guys that was propped up at that time.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't get Mel, we didn't get Knock, we didn't get Short Chop, those guys that we was really into. So we had to wait till Game came out.
Right. Yeah.
When did you meet Snoop?
Physically meet Snoop 2009. I didn't meet Snoop till 2009. I met Snoop. I was at an Akon video shoot. And we had this movement going called the New West. It was like this really big thing with all of the young artists from the West Coast. We was making our way. We didn't give a fuck who was not trying to help us. We was going to do it. And for a lot of young people, man, to me, it just gave them a home, but it also made them more angry at the legends. They felt like the legends wasn't helping. And it was kind of a strange place. The West Coast already got like a thing about how we treat strangers, but in hip-hop, it was bad. And it was getting out of hand. It was like a big thing. But in 2009, I went to an Akon video shoot. He was shooting a video with Akon Drama. It was Akon Drama and Snoop and somebody else. I forgot who else was on the song. And Snoop was like, man, I'm trying to, tell Glasses, let's get up. He's at the video shooting his trailer. And I'm like, man, I'm not fucking with Dog. Like, I'm cool, bro. Like, I don't even want, because it had got to the place to me where it was so bad that I was like, bro, I'd rather just be a Crip. Like, I don't even want to, you know what I mean? Because it's not fair because you have so many expectations for the people you grew up listening to, buying their records, how you feel like they supposed to support you.
Right.
You have a lot of preconceived notions about how it was going to go. And at that time, my mind was full of that type of shit. And he was like, man, I'm going to get up with Glasses, man. Tell Glasses, get at me. So the homie from Hat Gang, Twan Moninsky, the Deacon, comes. He was like, man, Glasses, I'm on crutches too. I had surgery on my leg. And he's like, hey, man, Snoop Dogg, when I holler at you, man, come fuck with him. Nah, I'm cool, cuz I'm chilling. I ain't fuck with that. Man, what you mean? Nah, I'm cool, bro. Like, I'm not fucking with OG. Like, I'm cool, bro. It ain't no thing. Like, I just don't want to deal in this shit no more. I don't want to be a part of this shit like that no more. He's like, man, G, come on, man. I'm like, man, I'm cool. So I limp off. Comes back like 5 minutes later. Man, G, man, come on, man, dog. You know, I'm just here right now. Just come fuck with him. Nah, man, I'm cool. I'm cool, bro. I'm straight. At that time, hip hop hard for me. I'm really just barely hanging on because in my mind, I really just want to turn to a street nigga and just start terrorizing everything. Right? I'm like, because I don't know if I'm coming or going. I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know what a record is. Shit, I'm just feeling it. I don't know what's up. And I feel like nobody was helping me or trying to explain it to me outside of the niggas I was with. And I just felt like I was kind of in this isolated place. And I'm like, nah, I'm cool. So then I'm chilling and my phone ring. Oh, what's up? It's my older homie Pluck. You know, this nigga like my heart, man. He one of my most important people in my life. He said, hey, man, I heard you was at that video shoot. Oh, yeah, I'm up here chilling. I'm fucking with Akon. He said, hey, man, go talk to Snoop. Fuck you mean? Cause why is you calling me?
Right.
You know what I mean? What the fuck you mean come talk to Snoop? I'm like, nah, cuz I'm cool. He like, what you mean you cool? I'm like, man, I'm not fucking with none of that. I don't want to deal in none of that shit. I'm cool. He said, man, G, please go talk to this nigga. I'm like, nah, man, I'm cool. So I hang up. Call me back about 5 minutes. Hey, man, G, man, do this for me. Man, cuz it ain't that serious, big homie. Like, chill out. Like, fuck that shit, man. I don't want to deal with that shit. That nigga got so mad. He said, man, cuz I'm asking you to do something. You won't do it. Why the fuck you won't do it, man? Like, look how you disrespecting me, cuz like, nigga, we'd have had a problem. All right, cuz I don't want to hear none of this shit. All right, cuz I go talk to the nigga. So, cuz I limp over there. Me and J-Rock. Shout out to J-Rock from Watts, my brother. So we limp over there, cuz, and Snoop is in the trailer, cuz Papa and them in there. Papa bigger than the fucking trailer. Papa's so goddamn big, cuz he bigger than the trailer. Adam, I think, cuz all the big bodyguards in the trailer, cuz these niggas huge. Daz is in the trailer, cuz they just all looking. And we sitting in these chairs, cuz like look, 2 little kids or something.
Right.
So all these grown-ass niggas, West Coast legends, cuz these niggas, and then this nigga, he like, yeah, man, I just been trying to get with y'all to chop it up. And he just was just explaining, not even explaining, he was just kind of venting how he felt about everything.
This Snoop?
This is Snoop.
Okay, talking to you.
Y'all niggas, like we was running crazy, like we was bad kids. Like Cube said in the song where he was dissing us, it's like, y'all niggas out of control, da-da-da. And I let him just vent, and he was like, man, you know, Glass, what you got to say? And I just kind of went off. I was just mad, bro. I'm like, bro, y'all niggas get mad that we come into this business looking up to y'all and wanting y'all support. It's not us, cuz it's y'all. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? What you thought was gonna happen? We been buying y'all records our whole life. And then we get in this business and y'all looking at us crazy like, nigga, we everything these songs made us. And I'm venting, and Daz is smiling, right? He looking like this nigga, wow. Me and Daz had already been on tour in Japan. Papa and them, they just looking like, this nigga crazy. And Snoop was like, you know what? I feel you. I said, cuz, do you know what you mean to us, homie? Like, nigga, you Snoop Dogg, bro. Like, what do you thought we was gonna feel? Like, it wouldn't be nothing, cuz, for you to call and say, hey, man, I see you doing your thing. We not talking to any nigga. We talking about niggas with record deals. Nigga, we got record deals. I'm just venting. And he was like, and this is the greatness of Dog. He was like, you know what, you right, young homie. I wasn't playing team ball. I could do better than that. I'm going to show you how to do this.
Damn.
And from that point on, because it's been like the greatest ambassador in the world. Like, he like a real show and prove nigga. I give him a lot of credit, bro. He not, niggas got a lot of fucked up shit to say about Dog. And I'm sure, you know, some of the shit he earned, but that nigga ain't got this far in life, man. God got a lot of blessings for him because the nigga really do try to keep learning. He do listen to what's happening. He is trying his best, you know, to do what he can. You know, sometimes I think we expect more, but I remember one specific thing in that conversation where I was like, bro, do you understand you Snoop Dogg? He like, yeah, nigga, I know I'm Snoop Dogg. No, nigga, do you understand cuz you are Snoop Dogg? Like, nigga, Mickey Mouse, Jesus, and you.
There you go.
Like, nigga, do you get it? And I'm a Crip. Like, nigga, do you know what this mean? And I think at that point he was like, oh, like, I think, and I feel bad for Jay-Z and Snoop Dogg and Scarface and, you know, Kanye and all these people who gotta carry our faith. But it's like, nigga, what y'all want niggas to do?
Right.
Y'all made niggas feel this way. Y'all talk to us, and then when we meet you, we talking to that person. Cube, I remember Cube was like, man, this nigga acting like this shit is, and nigga, no, nigga, you're the predator.
Right.
I don't know nothing else. Nigga, I don't know nothing. And I, as a grown man now, as a 46-year-old man, I feel bad, but I don't. Nigga, like, Nobody said being a superhero was easy. Cuz.
Yeah.
Nobody ever said that. But you can't deny that y'all is.
Mm-hmm.
Wu-Tang, nigga, y'all superheroes, cuz. Like, what do y'all want? Nigga, some of us, nigga, we didn't watch. I didn't read no fucking comics, nigga. Snoop, nigga, you is Superman, nigga. Cube, you is Batman, nigga. Y'all was our superheroes. And I think, talking to Dog, I think that day, I mean, I'm sure he understood he was always Snoop, but I think that day he really started to kind of be like, damn. And then ever since I've talked about it, like different things with Snoop, he's always been like, oh, damn. Like, you could tell he's, like, whether we said or not, my nigga, y'all raised us.
Mm-hmm.
I told Dub C, I'm like, bro, the shadiest one is my life, nigga. Sugar free, nigga. Like, what are y'all talking about? Quick, nigga. Like, how y'all mad at us?
Right.
Nigga, y'all are our heroes, nigga. Y'all are the soundtrack to our life, nigga. Y'all, we done had them dumbass posters like people in the suburbs. Nigga, you was on the wall. Dre, you on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
So just trying to get them to understand the responsibilities of that is tough. And it's not fair to put on men, but shit, so what? Fuck it. Nobody said it was easy being a superhero, man.
So did you see, you were around the time when TDE really start stepping into that big lane?
Beginning to end.
Yeah.
Dude,
Because was J-Rock their first artist?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. At least that I remember. I don't remember nobody earlier. But J-Rock, and Nip put out our first tapes in the same year.
Okay.
J-Rock and Nip were younger. They was like 19. I was 25.
Mm-hmm.
J-Rock put out Watch Finest Volume 1. Nip
Okay.
put out Slauson Boy Volume 1. And I put out White Lightning. So that was all at the same time. And I already knew who Dude Dog was, Top Dog. I already knew who homie was. Like, I had heard of him. He was from around the corner. You know what I mean? So when we started fucking around, it was like nothing. We started interacting, it was like, it was nigga, it was peanut butter and it was good money. Like,
Right.
nigga, what? It's a wash nigga. He a solid nigga. He a trooper. You know what I mean? So anything I could do, it was always gonna be like that. So when my song caught fire, it was like, nigga, whatever you need from me, nigga. Like,
I love it.
I just wanted to happen for us. You know what I'm saying? So I remember Dot. Dot was this little kid. He was my one of my best friend's little cousins. Kendrick was like Pat Dog little cousin, and he got signed to TDE. I remember that shit too. So yeah, I remember the guy that right now that signed. What's the little sister name? Doechii. Yep. The guy that signed her, Musa, he was like a little kid in school still.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Watching all them come into their own has been that's another thing that I feel like I don't have to do something all the time because I'm getting to watch certain people that I fucked with from the beginning achieve things. It's like, okay, long as that person winning, I'm good because I could always get into my shit. So that's how long I've been watching Top do their thing.
Yeah, I remember in Kendrick Lamar's Dodger Blue that he has a line that is like, our only goal was getting J-Rock through the door.
Yeah,
and
that's not Dodger Blue. That's
not Dodger Blue. No, that's My Heart. My Heart part.
Yeah, the heart.
My Heart
Part 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was really the goal. It's funny. I was looking at a video today when we was on tour, and it was this morning. We're talking. We on tour. I'm sending emails back and forth to Universal, and I'm on my laptop. I have my YMCMB hat on and everything, and I'm sending notes. And the sound man, Brother Al's super dope white man that did the sound for Tech Nine's tour, and he was talking about something that was happening in professionalism. And you can see the camera dot right there. We listening to Al, and I'm just typing this shit. And Ali, the superstar engineer of TDE, and end up going on becoming a Hall of Fame type of motherfucker with the engineering. He's arguing, and another dude came on the bus. I can't forget this dude's name. He was an all right dude too, but they started arguing, and I'm still on my shit. And I look up, and he pushed Ali, and Ali a big old young nigga. Ali pushes him back and pushes him down, and he jump up and rush towards Ali and push him, and now they about to fight, and I gotta jump up and Dot, so when I stand up, I get around to block everything. Dot is trying to jump on the man, so I have to catch him mid-air And whole Ali, who was my size but young, and then he's trying to bull rush me because they trying to kill this dude. And he's screaming, and I'm holding him back. I'm like, hold up, because in my mind, all I could think about was Top being like, you let these niggas get kicked off the tour. You know what I mean? Like, and that just, Top, means so much to me, man. So I remember stopping him, and I was texting it to Kendrick back and forth today. I was like, nigga, y'all trying to kill this motherfucker. I was telling nigga, I caught you mid-air. Cause he was trying to jump over me to get to this motherfucker that just pushed Ali. And Ali is trying to bull rush me, and I grab this motherfucker. I'm like, no, you can't get kicked off the tour. Y'all can't get kicked off the tour. And yeah, that was a good time, man. It was a good time, fun.
How'd you feel when you seen Kendrick kind of go through the thing that he went through with Drake? What was your positioning of that one?
So initially, that's funny, right? Because so the more I learned about hip hop, right, like I start understanding every artist that rap wasn't hip hop, and never in my heart was it malicious. But no matter what you say, especially as a hip hop artist, you're gonna be a villain. So initially, for years, I had been saying like, "Oh, no, Drake's not hip hop. He's a pop artist that make dope rap songs and can sing."
Right.
That's always been a sentiment. He's not this, he does what like Madonna does, right? He understands how to interpolate ideas that culture produces and make them digestible for the mainstream masses.
There you go.
Right? I didn't think it was a big deal because that's kind of how he prides himself. Even he presents that way. It wasn't a big deal when I said it. You would get a little like, I don't know, man, G, because, he do rap dope. I'm like, yeah, it's, Post Malone, different people rap really good. It's not like rap is independent to hip hop now. Like everybody can rap. And it wasn't a big deal until the battle. Because then that became the sentiment of the battle. And initially in the battle, I'm riding with this is my kid, man. This is my man, dog. It's like, I got love for Drake. Alumni, same label. Nigga, I watched him become uber successful. Cheered him on every step of the way. Happy, just...
You was on both sides.
Yeah. Like,
you saw both sides.
Right? Which really wasn't a side. It was like we were all trying to come up. He came up first. Everybody was cool. He did some cool stuff for the homie. It was cool. But when the battle started to happen, I was like, damn. So immediately, I'm going to side with this is my boy, man. This is my boy, rest in peace, his little cousin. This is Top is my nigga. He's my nigga. Like I just told you, like, our bond is different. So I'm with my boy, and he from the West.
Right.
So I'm rocking. No big deal. Now Drake and them, they doing their thing, and they looking like this nigga glasses. It's like, nah, y'all know this my boy. It wasn't no thing. Now as the battle is happening, right, now it's starting to be some shit. Because it's like, all right, what this look like? Now the conversations is happening. And now the things that were being said before sound like fucked up. Like, I'm like, oh, this song, he didn't write this song. That's why he's not putting this song on streaming. Like, that becomes something different.
That's what it was?
Anything I said at that point, it was just over. And I think it's proximity. So now that conversation of him not being hip hop hit different. It's like, no, you just saying that because, they battle. I'm like, nah, bro, like, I don't care. Like, and it was to the point where even his fans, bro, would go find tweets where I'm like saying positive stuff against Drake. I'm like, bro, I got love for Drake. Like, it ain't like I dislike, cuz like, this is just my boy. Like, I'm ride with home team. Like, that was alumni, but this is my nigga. So the battle is happening. Everybody popping shit, right? Because we home team, we riding with the homies. I'm pushing niggas off the gate. Nah, I ain't no everybody taking a side in this battle.
Right.
Y'all, you West Coast niggas, y'all niggas, nah. Y'all ain't finna be over there, nigga. Like, nah, you ain't no fence sitting. So I'm pushing the homies, right? And they competing. The homie prevails, right? He prevails in style. Right? Because his niggas talking shit to me like, oh, this Kendrick first. But I'm like, bro, this little nigga been dying for this moment. Like, this nigga is having me. Not like, it was confusion. Like, oh, it's like, bro, they thought he was like this good kid in the Mad City. I'm like, nah, bro, he's the Mad City. The Compton's a good kid.
Right.
This nigga is like a terrorist. And it was just, so all of this natural rhetoric that happens in a battle becomes kind of like a weaponized thing to where it's like, oh, no, this nigga really on. He don't really like Drake. And I'm like, bro, I don't think Drake is a kind of person. Drake's like LeBron. You can't really like or dislike him. They don't do nothing. They not like, they play everything on the line to where, you know, you don't like jicama. It's like whatever you season it with at that time, it's going to take on that flavor profile. They don't really have this kind of thing to me. So that got louder. Me being a Crip, I'm not turning nothing down. So now people talking shit, and I'm talking shit louder. Like, nigga, I'm not saying nothing crazy. Fuck y'all, nigga. This my nigga. So then he wins the battle, right? Not Like Us comes out. It's like the biggest thing in the world. Boom. Niggas talk shit. Battle over, right? Drake puts out the hard part 6. Pretty much like, I'm cool. I don't want no smoke.
Right.
I had enough. You made it weird. All this old lame excuses of just, instead of just saying like, you got the better of me. Cool. Homie song popping. Lawsuit. That became the first thing where I was like, nigga, I don't like that.
He gonna say he didn't sue Kendrick or Top Dog. He sued Universal. I didn't like it. I still didn't like it either. But that's what he's saying.
If you're suing a record company for promoting a record dissing you, I don't give a fuck who you sued. Nigga, you got records dissing niggas.
Yeah.
How is the centerpiece of your shit gonna be defaming a character? Nigga, you know how this work. You may not be a hip hop nigga. Like you're not innately, like you didn't come up in this thing right here. But nigga, your daddy black. Nigga, you been listening to rap songs your whole life. Nigga, you participated in defaming characters.
Yeah.
Nigga, why would you sue a record company for promoting a record in a diss battle defaming you?
Right.
That shit lame. And that became the first thing Drake ever did in history that I didn't like.
I didn't like it either. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a fan of both, but I'm a Drake fan too.
Sure.
I know it, and he has a line in his diss song, "This and this is for hoes," and then that's what he did.
And that became the first thing throughout Drake's whole career that I didn't like. I always would be like, when the dude, when Tip Man pissed on him, I was like, man, why'd you do that to Drake? I always felt like that's not, like he not that kind of dude, bro. Like when it came out that Wayne slapped on him, when it came out Puff punched on him, I never thought none of that shit was cool because I'm like, bro, y'all know this dude ain't on that timing.
Right.
Like, and I would say this publicly. When he was battling Meek Mill, I'm like, man, stand up for yourself, bro. Fuck that. Don't let this nigga just get on you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, nigga. And when he won, I was like, nigga, you did your thing. I'm happy for this man. Feel me? But you battling my boy. So I never throughout this whole time thought, like, he never did nothing I didn't like. I just thought he would make songs. Like, you know, and he made great songs. I didn't think about it. The first time he did something that I didn't like, right, was when he sued UMG for promoting a record defaming him in a diss battle. That became the first punk shit he did to me. That was like, all right, bro, like, okay, it's one thing for me to make excuses for you not standing up for yourself in a fist fight or making sure you get back in a fist fight. That's not your bag to carry. You ain't come from those streets. It's another thing you being kind of like a hoe ass nigga in a situation where you disrespecting a man, you feel me? And then that man disrespect you back and the label promoting all y'all records and you suing them because they promoting the record. That became the first thing. And that, to me, became what people think I think of Drake.
Gotcha.
In their mind, they like, this nigga just think he just, you know, this. And it's like, nah, bro, like this one thing pushed it. And then I start noticing other shit.
Right.
Because in real time, I'm doing my own thing. I'm not watching him. I'm starting to learn. You went to Compton to diss this nigga, and you went with Game.
I was going to ask you about that.
None of us knew in real time. I didn't know. Yeah, because it's West Side niggas in the videos. Niggas from Kendrick, where you from?
Right.
I don't think they knew. So now it's coming out. It's like, oh, you been on some bullshit, and I would have never knew. But I'm not even mad at y'all competing. That's healthy. That's healthy for y'all to compete. But if you compete, bro, you cannot later on come back and sue the record label for him putting out a record dissing you and then suing them for defamation for promoting it. That's lame. And then after that, it just became lame central. It started being songs like Wine and what did I mean? Like, bro, get back to your shit, bro. Like, don't go out like this.
Right.
So you're not a fan of Iceman?
I've never heard it. No, I never.
You heard what did I miss? That's part of the song. But
Well,
that
that came out
that's a
right
single,
after the
yeah.
battle. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Okay. Did you know like that? Did you know that was coming?
So we was talking. He said something was coming, but I didn't know that was that. No.
Okay.
It wasn't like when I'm talking to Dot. Me and Dot had barely started. Dot had been going through a bunch of shit in life and living this. This man got kids now. We not them little kids no more.
Right.
We not. He not this little kid, and I'm not the same dude. Like, our lives have changed, so he living his life. So when we talking again, we're talking about cars. I'm telling him about Mac 10's Cadillac that he building. He telling me he got this GNX with so many miles, and he think he could race me and whoop me. Like, nah, nigga, you can't. That ain't fast enough. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so that's we're talking. We ain't talked to him probably about 12 months before that, 13 months. And he's like, man, I'm finna do something crazy finna happen. I'm like, crazy? What you talking about? He's like, man, just watch. Whatever, nigga, down. Fuck that mean. And Like That comes out, and I'm like, oh shit, this is crazy. So I called him. I'm like, nigga. He's like, yeah, man, this nigga he just out of control. This nigga wild. I'm like, man, you tripping. He like, man, we chopping it. He's like, man, you think on this? I'm like, hell no, he be the dumbest motherfucker in the world to dish you back. Like, he don't have nothing to gain. Like, why the fuck would he dish you back? Like, it ain't about. Like, you gotta still care about the fight you make as a fighter, right? You gotta, why are you making this fight? And so he's like, you don't think so? I'm like, hell no, I can't see it. Like, no way. And sure as shit, a song leak, and I hear push-ups, and I'm like, damn, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm like, this motherfucker got a good hook.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I text him, nigga, it's on. You got to fight. You in a fight. So we watching the battle, and I'm looking at certain things. So I'm narrating my experience watching my young homie battle somebody that we share the same alma mater for record labels. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, he ain't uploaded. So regular jargon, nothing spectacular. I'm not calling this nigga out his name or disrespecting him. I'm just like, I need to see. Show me. Like, So then Dot drops what's the second song? That's fire.
Okay. Euphoria.
Euphoria.
Yeah.
He drops Euphoria, and I'm like,
I love that one.
this shit is on.
Yeah.
I love 616 in LA too.
Right? So it now it's just like you ride with your people, and I'm riding my people. It's like,
Right.
do you nigga, nigga, you niggas don't want no smoke, nigga, down. It didn't never really become nothing to me till after the battle. But
Okay.
I was just happy with the.
Because family matters to me. Any other rapper, he would have taken him down, but K. Dot is on another level.
I still think Family Matters is overrated.
Yeah. I think like the last verse, beat switch.
Look, Drake is a really good MC. Like, he's like not to be played with as an MC. He's dope. He's not no joke. Bro, your strength is hooks. Like, why would you put out songs that don't have hooks, that many songs? Why does only one of your songs have a hook? In a battle where you're competing to show supremacy, right? Your greatest attribute in the history of the music business is your ability to get a record off, usually in a hook. Like, if you're nice for what? To make that work, like, right? You are a hook man. You are a great MC, but you are a hook man for sure. Why would you only have one record that have a hook?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
And the record that took you down got a hook. So
good
you
one.
let him come up with the best hook. How does Kendrick come? And then now you about to argue who got the best bars? That's dumb. Like, bro, it's not a best. It's who can make the person look the dumbest.
Right.
People who keep talking about the bars win the battle. It's like, bro, no, they don't. You ain't never heard motherfucking The Bridge Is Over?
Yeah.
You ain't never heard motherfucking real motherfucking G's? Like, you just gotta make a motherfucker look stupid. And then
Right.
people should be able to enjoy you making this motherfucker look stupid. And sometimes they get so caught up chasing what they think hip-hop is about that they forget it's actually just fun. Sometimes they forget it's fun.
Right.
And that's the thing that Not Like Us beats everything is it's fun. The nigga teaching, he making fun of you. He got 100 jokes about you. He teaching niggas, and it's fun. Then the video is fun.
Right.
And now the whole world is having fun making fun of you. That's why you lost. It's not because he accused you or as you saying he's calling you a pedophile. That's not why people making fun of you. Making fun of you because you look stupid right now. The better jokes. He's a better jokester than you.
Right.
He bags better than you.
Mm-hmm.
And he made a fool of you. Euphoria was serious. It wasn't no joke.
Meet the
See,
Gram.
me, I like Euphoria over
And to
Not
me,
Like Us,
and
for
to
me.
Meet the Grams, I would hate to have a song made about me like Meet the Grams.
Sure.
Right.
And every angle, bro. Every angle. But I always felt like Drake's greatest mistake in that battle is your greatest strength is your records, is your hooks. Like, you just got a song where you rapping. Like, did you follow that? You heard Euphoria's like, I'm going to do one of those. I'm just going to rap straight through and change the beat. Nigga, what are you doing? Why are you following him?
Right.
Like, sometimes I wonder, that's how I know he not with Stunner Man. That's how I know he not with Lil J Prince. He not with them. Because they would have been like, bro, first off, don't do the battle. 2, why are you following?
Right.
Why are you following? Like, nigga, you got the best hooks in the world for rap songs. If you don't got one song, the first song had a hook. You put out that fucking horrible song where you was using them people's voice on the AI.
Yeah.
Family Matters is a decent rap song, but with the, like, I don't know the song. Like, nigga, ain't nobody finna be listening to you. That's not why we listen to you. Like, your hardcore fans like the timestamp, but like the rest of us, I don't give a fuck about a timestamp, nigga. Fuck where you was at and where you was there. You know what I mean?
That's
Nigga,
funny.
give me the jams. Nigga, jam out. And so I think the misunderstanding about where I sit at with Drake and how I feel about him is because of that thing with that lawsuit. And then also, that's my boy, so everybody, and the truth is, I'm okay with that too.
Right.
Fuck it. So what?
How about
Did you-
J. Cole?
J. Cole is different. A long time I wasn't watching the battles. I wasn't watching them rap doing their thing in the business.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the stuff that I'm seeing, like I didn't hear like Jodeci freestyle, where J. Cole and Drake is taking shots at Dot because he won the MTV's hottest MC award
Mm-hmm.
from MTV. I didn't hear that. I didn't realize Control was a response to that. I'm not listening to all this stuff that's happening. I didn't know 100 you shooting and dissing the homie, then try to go to the video shooting content. I didn't know none of this. I'm doing my own thing. I'm learning hip hop. I'm studying with records. I'm doing my part for my own career. But I am supporting my boy. I'm going to buy the albums. I'm fucking with the CDs. Whatever he put out, I'm going to the signing. I'm getting them, and I'm back to my business. I'm going to nip shit. I'm supporting him, but I'm running my own race. Even with Drake, I'm running my own race. I'm not watching y'all fucking run. Like if I see y'all running, hey, that's a good song. Keep going, back to my race. But J. Cole became a bigger disappointment because it was like, I always thought of him like a stand-up dude. And then now as people kind of retrace the steps, I'm like, oh, you was on the song with this nigga while he was dissing the homie and you smiling in the homie face? Oh, you took this serious on this Control verse, but you was on this song, this Jodeci freestyle where he was dissing the homie, bro. And like, you don't, like all this time you've been on these songs, first person shooter, like you know what's happening, but you keep trying to play the middle. That kind of is where I start looking at J. Cole, like you might be like a little unsavory. You know what I'm saying? Not the person who I thought you were, not the person you're presenting. And that's kind of what it is for me with Cole, where you're not the person you're presenting. Those two people seem like they're different. Like it's the person you're presenting, and then it's the person that you've been being. And now I'm catching up to what's happening. So what you hear from me is a disappointment because I bought it from you. I bought that you was actually a stand-up dude, but this shit right here is all sit down on the toilet pissing shit. You know what I'm saying?
So were you once he released like that and you called him, did you know his plan?
No.
Like
I don't even think he knew his plan. I mean, he probably did, but
it seemed like he had them records ready though. Did he have them ready?
no.
No.
I don't know. I don't believe so. I mean, maybe some ideas, but nah, that nigga wrote them shits. That nigga, that's how he is though, bro.
Okay.
Dude been like that. He's like Drake is a great record writer and an underrated MC. Kendrick is a great MC that's an underrated record writer. He could come up with them fast. He could figure out hooks real fast. He could figure out all this shit fast. He know how to do his voice and use his voice to stay entertaining throughout 4 and 5 minutes of a song. He's like a prodigy in his own right. And he's probably the best student that I met out of everybody in all of hip-hop. He's by far probably the best student. So that motherfucker could put them records together. That nigga could have kept going. That's just who he is as a talent. Like he's a phenomenal talent, man, with that shit.
Now we gotta ask you, what's going on? What's your relationship with academics at this point?
I mean, it ain't. I feel like Ak is somebody I've been like watching him for a long time. I watched him cover the war in Chirac. That's how I got into his content. I thought that was great journalism, at least just for me to know what's happening in the streets of Chirac. But I think Ak is more like just on his own shit. I don't think, it got nothing to do with me.
Oh, okay.
I don't think me and Ak could really ever have like that. I don't know him. You know what I mean? He friends with people that, that's my boys and shit, but I don't know. Academics is like a journalist. Like, what could have... I mean, I don't know if I would use the term journalist. I don't know if he even calls himself that, but we're not in the same type of arena. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I stream, but I'm not like him. That nigga's like a real streamer. Like, he video game. I'm like a dude in the streets.
Right.
So, I always knew it like it was different.
Yeah, I heard the interview you were talking about Meek Mills basically should have had a different approach towards him.
Yeah, because it's like great branding is delivering on expectations. Mm-hmm. If you say you a street nigga, sometimes something got to happen to a nigga playing with your name. Yeah. And I feel like a lot of people let him down. The shit he was saying about them, they should have whooped his ass. There's no way he should be calling Lil Baby out for no fight, and Lil Baby don't fight him. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck about how much money you got, cause it's like, first off, nigga, you represent all the streets, nigga. Like, my young homies love you, nigga. And they for sure would have ran cuz face. So I feel like that's not too much to ask. Same for Meek. Meek is somebody who we all got a different reverence for because we know he come from Philly. Mm-hmm. Philly is like the MC capital, probably the best MCs in the world. Everybody got a 16 for you. Mm-hmm. And it's a street edge that you respect about being in Philly. And I think, some people feel like, oh, Glasses is encouraging him to crash out. It's like, nah, just fuck him up. Just fight him, just punch him. I mean, he can fight. The nigga grown man, he can fight you back. You know what I mean? Hey, nigga, we need to get down.
Right.
How you ain't called academics out like, hey, we need to get down, my nigga. Y'all don't like the shit you saying about me. We need to deal with it like men, nigga. And you got money. It ain't like he could just.
Right.
For some reason, I just got a feeling he wouldn't turn it down. Like the way I'm listening to him talk about Meek and Lil Baby, it just don't sound like he'd be like, no, I don't want that fade. I just believe genuinely he would, fuck it, let's fight.
Right.
I think he could whoop him. I know that. I'm telling you, the shit he be saying.
He be drinking on his streams.
I know, but I heard him sober. And he was sober, and he was like, man, I'll fight him right today. I was like, this nigga is serious. So I believe he would fight Lil Baby. I'm telling you, man, he be...
No, the Lil Baby one is real. Now, I heard him talking about that. He seemed very confident.
Like, this shit sounded like he knew, like, that nigga can't whoop me. And I was like, oh, shit. It's a different day when a journalist or the reporter start marking out the gangster rappers. Like, y'all can't let this nigga mark y'all out. Like, at least make him turn that shit down. Like, make him tell you gonna call the police on you.
Right.
Or make him take your face. So, I look, any man that's gonna take their phase and he was willing to take his phase, I'm gonna be careful with how I play with their name.
Yeah.
He calling that nigga all them bitches. You gonna have to fight me, brother. Just set it up.
Yeah, it's a lot of talk.
He's very disrespectful.
Yeah. And I don't have to deal with that with me and him. But I'm also not the person around this motherfucker. Man, you punk ass. I don't. Yeah. Look, I'll wait till I see you. Like, again, like a lot of Drake fans feel some kind of way. I'm not finna be, you punk ass. When I see you, I'll tell you what I think about you. I'm gonna wait, because I ain't finna, try to embarrass. I ain't trying to embarrass you.
Right.
Like, but there is some things I need to say to you that I don't like. And however it's me and we want to deal with it, that's cool too.
You said this one thing, and you said when somebody's streaming and doing all these things, they kind of locked up inside the house.
Yeah.
it's different when you walk outside the house. And that just goes to a point where I think when you're a little bit older, you know when you say certain things come with an ass whooping.
Yeah. Or it's supposed to.
Or it's supposed to. Or supposed for sure. You just be like, am I ready to go to the next level? And when you say certain things.
And I think they don't see it that way. I think they are trying to convince us that, man, I should be able to say what I want and it's just cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know about that. And so with somebody like Act or Flacco or anybody, I carry myself like it's going to come with that at all costs. Jail, cool. What you not finna do is, try to embarrass me, cuz, and just make me look stupid. That shit not cool. We men, bro.
Right.
I'm not finna get on no motherfucking stream and make academics look stupid. I ain't finna call you out your name and all that. Don't do that to me.
Right.
Cause I'm gonna go way too far to make sure I show you that I'm not.
Right.
And when the shit happened with Lil Baby, that's where he was at with it. I heard him screaming it to Baby. I was like, damn. He's like, I'll fight you today. Nigga, you know what's up. Wait a minute. You know what's up. Who the fuck is that? He was talking to that nigga like Debo. I see it. And Meek, I know Meek probably be seeing my content, be like, man, Glasses just be on some. No, I'm just saying, bro, fuck that. Squabble, cuz.
Right.
Like, why is he talking about you? Like, nigga, you from Philadelphia, nigga. My homies know you. Nigga, you handle yourself just fine. It don't matter if you win or lose. There's nothing wrong with just a squabble, bro. Just get it out the way because somewhere along the line, he don't think you on that timing. Just show him, hey, you know what? We men. We can squabble, win, lose, or draw. It could be that.
Yeah. And then also I seen was it Aiden Ross? You had to check him too?
I didn't even know who he was.
You've been busy, man.
I did a stream, bro, and I saw this little white man. First, it was a little white man. Something else happened, but it was a while ago. He got into it with my young homie AD.
Okay.
My homie AD. Shout out to AD.
AD
from the community.
Yeah.
AD and
I love AD.
Pun is my nigga, right? This is my nigga, and AD is our little brother. So Aiden and AD had some banner. That was the first time I saw his name. I didn't know who this little white man was, bro. Why would I know you? Not like that, bro. You're not in my space. You're not in hip hop, bro.
No,
like,
I get
you're just some guy. Like, he looked like a regular guy that played a video game or something. I would never see him in real life. And then I see a video on Twitter, like a clip about a week before that video, and he was telling some white man, you can say the N-word, they can't tell you when to say it. And I was like, I noted that, right? Because I'm like, oh, if I ever see him, I'm gonna make sure I, get on him and make sure he know that you can't just say it whenever you want to. Not tripping. But then I seen a video where he was talking to the brother, and he was talking about Doechii. Now, I don't know Doechii. I never met her. I get it, she signed a TDE. That's not really important. This is just a young black lady coming up doing her thing. Right. As a sister, you know what I mean? And she dark. She a dark-skinned sister, too. So, I'm really paying attention to how a motherfucker gonna treat her, like, or Megan or any of these sisters. It's like, some of this shit y'all out of control. But, so he's talking to this brother. He's like, yeah, some that smelly bitch, that whore. So, now I done made up in my mind, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get next to him and probably grab him. Put my hand on him. Not like, but I need to snatch cuz up. Like, hey, bro, you say that shit about that sister again, feel me? We gonna have a problem, bro. Like, I don't know what the fuck you think is happening or what you think this is, but I made up my mind like, I'm making my business to get next to him. And I'm on a stream, I'm on the lunch hour, and I'm doing my stream at 12, and somebody super chatted it to me. Man, did you see what Aiden Ross said to Doechii? And it's like, it just came out. It wasn't like I knew who he was. I didn't know how popular this motherfucker. Like, now I'm catching on, but I don't know how popular this motherfucker was. Right. It was like, hey, man, I saw that shit. Listen, little white man, like, I don't know who you think you finna talk about this black woman in front of us like that, bro, but everybody know, bitch. You say that, matter of fact, I know you gonna make it hard for me to get to you. But that nigga next to you, he ain't getting enough money. So we'll make it bad for cuz. Feel me? I had the homies down there make it bad for cuz to get on you. We'll make it bad for him. Stop playing with this sister name, bro. I don't know what the fuck you think you doing. She ain't none of them whores and bitches. Nigga, who you think you... Not, so I'm talking to cuz.
Right.
It's a stream camera. But I'm telling cousin, I'm not knowing he famous. I'm just getting off my feelings and my thoughts on it.
Right.
Next thing I know, it starts to go viral. And people, like sisters, like, man, thank you. You know, we don't feel protected. And I'm like, what y'all talking about? Of course, motherfucker, ain't nobody finna let them do that shit to y'all. Ain't nobody finna let no white man be talking crazy, no sister. And just, I never saw nothing like that for just being a regular man.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Like, it bugs me out now. It's almost scary. Like, this is regular man shit. This ain't even like, you don't even want to see Glasses Low. This is like Olivia's son.
Right.
Olivia, a black woman. This her son, bro. Like, you know what I mean? What do you mean? Like, I'm not letting nobody talk to no black, not no white man talking to no black woman like that in front of me. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. And it became such a thing. And it was just odd, bro, because it was like, wait a minute, y'all letting people talk to sisters like this now? And then I start seeing all the other shit. So now I'm like, oh yeah, I see kind of what's wrong. But it wasn't really about dude. Like, you know what I mean? Even dude now is like, bro, like, nigga, ain't no way I'm not cool because you still ain't said I'm sorry to this sister.
Did he ever respond?
Yeah. He started saying some kind of semi-racist shit. Like, talking about go talk to your baby mamas. Like, just shit. Like, nigga, I don't have no children, nigga. I'm not some nigga running around making kids. Like,
right.
Raise your kids. And like, then he started calling different people. He called Wack. And Wack said, man, Glasses kind of serious. He not going to, he not going to play about, like, this black women, bro. Like, I try to talk to him and, you know what I mean? And it's like, none of these conversations really, they all, include him, know I'm right.
Right.
Like, yeah, they gonna preserve the relationship of getting some money with you, but they not gonna stop me when I get my hands on you. Because it's like, bro, we all got black moms.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, what do you think you're doing? So now it became something more where people was, and I'm like, man, I don't care about none of that shit. I'm not y'all internet kids, bro. I'm serious. This shit real. Like, I'm not playing. I'm going to make it my business. So I think it's a clash of worlds where it's this modern internet world where, on the video game, they call each other niggers and they just mistreat each other and talk to people crazy. And then it's like some nigga that's just like, I don't know who you think you're talking to, but I bet you I'll be at the next little event you at.
Right.
So it's like, I think our worlds are colliding.
Did you know that it all led back to Drake?
No, that was at the end too. It was crazy because they telling me all this shit happening. There's a lot of shit happening right now. Drake is pretty upset, they said. So he's trying to plan a lot of people's demise and shit. Like, I was hearing about like the shit with YG and Drake, or like he part of financing some civil part of Drake. I heard all kind of shit. So, again, it's like, I get it. That's how y'all playing with all of them. Right? If that's what you think is cool to play with these people's lives, if Drake is doing that, you playing with these people's lives, promise you, and him too, y'all play with my life one time, bro, I'm going to lose it all. I believe in, man, like how men treat each other. I'm not finna disrespect y'all or go around this motherfucker playing with your kids or your family. Don't come around playing with mine, bro. So I feel like I seen that was connected, and I want to say he got a black mom, but he don't. He got a black dad, but I don't know, man.
DJ Academics disrespect, Aiden Ross, it all leads back to Drake.
Yeah. Maybe that's his guys. You know what I mean? That's how he rocking his thing.
It's pretty much, yeah.
But I don't know. I think them dudes got enough respect for certain things, about this life to where everything ain't for playing.
Yeah. Over the phone, over the computer, all that stuff is different when you in the room.
Yeah. And I think people forget how easy it is. I don't care if you Drake, it's not hard to get next to you. This belief that people are separated by money and bodyguards is way overstated. It don't take much to get next to somebody, especially if you come to Los Angeles. Like, I remember they was telling me that shit about the little dude. It was like, oh, he got the Mossad. And I'm like, fuck who he got, bro. Like, his bodyguards that work for him niggas I knew that worked for him called me. He was like, gee, I'll get you right next to it. Like, bro, that fast, bro, niggas will serve you up on a plate. You know what I mean? And it's for no money, just because they got a black mom.
Right.
Feel me? Just like, bro, just apologize and, move on, bro. You ain't got to mistreat that lady to be entertaining.
Who are your top 5 rappers? This is gonna be good right here.
Face, Dog, Hove, Ye, Crazy Man, Ye, and Tip.
Okay. When you say Tip, you mean Q-Tip?
T.I.
Oh, T.I. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I love it. And you just put out an album not too long ago, right?
New album coming out in the next couple months.
Next couple months. What's the name of it?
Called 110. It's called Custom Culture.
Custom Culture.
Group album with me, Joey, Douche Mac, Player Ham Sons.
Okay.
Custom Culture. It's really dope. It's a double album. A lot of good production. Ty Dolla $ign, Akon.
Ooh.
My boy EP is hella instrumental. Hunger did a grip of shit. It's really good.
Any big features?
Everyone. Anybody that's in the cars is on it.
I love it.
Anybody that's in the cars is on it. That's what it's all about. Men that build shit with their hands. And you know what I mean?
Speaking in the car, who's the guy that we know to do all the car stuff?
Car stuff?
Yeah. He drive the cars. What's his name?
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. What's his fucking name? Give me a second.
I know you know him.
I know.
Because he comes and drives your car. Whatever it is.
Oh, Mr. Goddamn It.
Mr. Goddamn It.
Yeah.
I never met him, but he's fucking funny, bro.
Oh, for real?
I'll be seeing the videos where they be chasing him through the projects or through all kind of places. He fuck somebody's car up. He funny.
Yeah. I was wondering if y'all bumped heads.
Not yet.
Because you big car person, right?
Big.
How many cars you got?
Too many. Probably about 7 or something. And what's funny is I won't buy a new car now and I need one. I've been driving my commuter car for months. Everybody talking shit because I won't go buy a new car. They're like, why are you in this car? It's like, shit, this motherfucker gas.
Right. Yeah,
shit,
gas
right now, I
crazy.
done built a shop. It got a store and a bunch of other shit. Shit, fuck that car payment. I don't even show none of this shit no more.
Right.
When I used to get cars, man, we would show them off. Now, man, I'm trying to get there. I got some other shit to show y'all.
I love it, man. Thank you for visiting the podcast,
Thank
man.
y'all
We
for
appreciate
waiting on
you.
me, man. Thank y'all for giving me a little time
for sure.
to get here.